Hi, I'm Ch4E. We're going to look at algebraic substitution today. This is chapter 4E on page 83 in your books. Now, what does algebraic substitution mean? It means that we want to substitute certain values for a variable in an expression to find the value of this expression. Now, let's look at an example to make that better understanding for that. So let's, for example, consider the expression 2x plus 3. 2x plus 3. And let's model that, first of all, with our algebra tiles. So we have 2x, that's this here, 2x plus 3. We're adding 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's the expression 2x plus 3. And we would now like to substitute x being equal to 2. So we want to substitute 2 for x. That means that our x, this one, is equal to 2. That means we want to replace this x here by 2 units. This x is the same as 2 units. That's what it says here. X is equal to 2. So therefore, instead of our x, we're now going to write 2. And we're going to do that again because we have another x here, which is also 2. 1, 2. So instead of that x here, we're going to have 2. So we can write here, instead of our x, we would like to have 2 plus 3. And if we want to evaluate this expression, what we have to do now is we need to count those. We need to count those units. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 here. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 3. 1, 2, 3 is a total of 7. That's the solution to that first question. Let's have a look at another example. Let's consider the expression 3x take away 4. 3x take away 4. First of all, again, let's model this expression. So let's say we have 1, 2, 3x, and we have negative 4 units. Remember, negatives are always red. Negative 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's our expression here. 3x negative take away 4. And we would like to substitute for x being negative 3. X being negative 3. So we want to replace every single x in our expression by negative 3. If we were to write that down, we would write 3 times negative 3 minus 4. So our x should now become negative 3. 1, 2, 3. So we are replacing that first x by our negative 3. We're then going to do the same with our next x. Our next x, 1, 2, 3, is now negative 3. We're going to replace that x by our negative 3 here. Negative 3 units. And finally, we're going to replace that last x by another 3 negative units. 1, 2, and 3. This x is gone, replaced by these 3 negative units. All we have to do now is count our negative x's. They're all negative, as you can see. And we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 negative x. 3 times negative 3 is negative 9. Taking away another 4 gives us a negative 13. Negative 13 is the value of this expression. Another example. We're now going to look at an expression that has 2 variables. Let's say f plus 2g. Okay. Now let's say, because we don't have any x's, let's say our f is that green tile here. And now we need another tile to represent our g. I'm going to use this one. So we have one f and 2 g's. Our f should be substituted with a negative 1. And our g should be substituted by 2. So our f becomes a negative 1. Our g becomes a positive 1, 2 units. This is gone, replaced by 2 units. We have another one of those g's, and we're also going to replace this g with 2 units. And now we're going to have a look at what we have here. So we said we had here for f, we had negative 1. And to this negative 1, we're adding 2 lots of 2's. And when we count that, these 2 make a 0 pair. 1 take away 1 is 0, so they're gone. And we're left with 3 units here. 1, 2, 3. Negative 1, add 2 times 2 is 4. Negative 1 add 4 equals 3. That was this question. And finally, I'm going to show you something that is even more challenging. I'm going to show you how to solve an expression with a bracket. 2x plus 3. And we are going to substitute for, before we substitute, let's first represent this expression, because that's going to be interesting. So let's have a look. We have here an x. We have here 1x. Okay, let's consider BIDMAS. Brackets first. So we're looking at the bracket first. We have 1x, and we have, let's put it that way, 1, 2, 3 units. 2, 3 units. Okay, but then it says here, so that's the expression within our bracket. Then it says here we have this bracket twice. So we need 2 lots of this bracket. So I need to add another pair of this bracket, because it says we have that bracket twice. So I'm going to add it here again. 2 times this bracket. We have it once, twice. So now that we have represented our expression with the algebra tiles, I'm going to tell you that we want to substitute, let's say, 2 for our x. So each of those x is equal to 2 units. So again, we have here 2 units, and we want to exchange our x with those 2 units. We're going to do the same with this x here. We're going to replace it by 2 units. That's what substitution means. So we're going to replace it with 2 units. So that's what we're left with. Okay. And I'm going to show you how to write this down also. 2 times our x is now 2 plus 3. Remember BIDMAS? We can work this out straight away by simply counting our tiles. We could have done before already. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of those tiles. So we already know our solution to that question. However, if we want to simply do that by figuring out this expression, remember we start with the bracket. 2 plus 3 is 5. The operation here, remember, is a times. So we have 2 times 5, which is 10. So I think now you're really good to go to do some examples from your book. And here in your book, I'd like you to do the following questions. Give me 1 second. I need to open that up to tell you what I want you to work on to figure this out with your algebra tiles. So I would like you, I'm going to give you different examples. Okay, there we go. Thanks for watching. Bye.